morning, welcome to the market view for Tuesday, the 24th of June 2014. Starting off with the 30-minute British pound, we can see yesterday the market moved higher, or started out to move higher, and then met resistance up at the 170.50 level there, and then traded all the way down 50 pips down to the 170. So the market currently holding above the 170 to the pound there. On the overnight, the market's just gone into a sideways range. It's at the DP level, or a 50% retracement from yesterday's high to yesterday's low. So not an awful lot happening in the pound, and no sell signal provided, which is a shame. However, as we saw in yesterday's market view, even though it looks like there's a lot in the move at the moment, we've only got a 50 pip spread range for the British pound for the last 2 trading days. So let's have a look at the daily chart, and you can see this now. We're just stuck in this sideways range between the two psychological levels there of 170.50 down to 170. And yesterday you can see the market coming off the high there, and the market's done virtually nothing on the overnight market. So very quiet at the moment. This is probably due in part to there not being much news around. So let's have a look, see what we've got as far as the news is concerned today. We've got 9 a.m. German IFO business climate inflation report hearing, also for the UK. Now that's at 9:30. So it's an interesting one really, because depending on what's said, of course, is going to determine which way the market will move and react to this news item. As it's an inflation-based one, my advice would be to stay out of the market at 9:30 for this one. If it was anything else outside of the unemployment, inflation, an interest rate decision, or Carney speaking, then fine. But as it's inflation-related, it's not actual inflation figures, just a report, but it's best to stand aside. We've got CB consumer confidence from the US at 3 p.m. and new home sales as well. They won't have too much of an impact, but like I say, this one for the UK inflation report hearing at 9:30 this morning is worth just standing aside until it's been released. And moving on to the Dow, as it's fairly quiet, we can see the implied volatility turning and moving back to the upside for yesterday. It's moved up to 867 from 8.46 from yesterday, so a slight change there, and move around to the upside. And this is probably owing to the market showing a bit of volatility on the open. The price is moving lower, and then that same pattern, which we've seen for many, many days, of the market moving lower and then coming back to close on or near the high, down 9.8 for yesterday. So again, a case of a bit of weakness around in the market, but this was soon bought back by the pros, and the market moving back to the upside. You can also see that the volume for Friday was negligible, and again, just to remind you, the big spike in the volume there is the rollover from the June to the September futures for the Dow, and it would be the equivalent in the same pattern for the S&P as well. So that's it this morning, very brief and to the point, not a lot else to report. The market's still fairly quiet, not a lot we can do about it. This is reflected in the volatility figures as well. But at some point we are going to see the markets start to make a move, so it's a case of just being patient for the time being. Right, that's it from me. All things being equal, I will see you in tomorrow's market view. Have a good day. As ever, thank you for your support. It's very much appreciated, and particularly through the quiet times that we're experiencing at the moment. And as ever, thank you for watching.